Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is an EctivityGaming cast. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I played this game and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this one. So you can see me here as the pink Terran. Can you call this? 9 o'clock location. The map is Metalopolis, and on the cross position we have MushroomCult. Yeah, he's just my opponent as the orange Terran, and we just met on the ladder and was like, oh, fun and games and shit. So yeah, the map is Metalopolis. As you can see, we are cross positioned, so it takes a really long time before you actually get to your opponent, like this. And we're gonna see how this game develops. Now it looks like the game is very slow. Never mind. Looks normal. I don't know, this looks better. Huh, odd. It looks so slow. At least when I'm playing it looks a lot faster. As you can see, both throwing down barracks. Now my game plan in this game was I was going to Blue Flame Hellion drop. That is kind of my standard safe opener, or at least I feel comfortable with that opener against Terran. I mean, I can use it against Protoss as well, but Protoss have Chrono Boost, and if they fast expand, they can make their workers very easily again. So, yeah, I scout close positions first. Strangely enough, Mushroom scouts close air distance first. Now, maybe I should tell him that this is like ladder games. This is not an MLG map or GSL or whatever. And as you can see, he's throwing down his second barracks. Now, in a second I'm gonna scout him, and I find it quite orthodox that I only scout like one Rax expand, right? No gas expand. That is kind of awkward in a TvT. If your opponent does like a one base, you're really vulnerable. So I had like a suspicion that he might have hidden a second barrack somewhere. Of course, I do not know where, so I check around. No barracks there. Well, cannot find barracks. So in a second, I'm gonna send a second ACV just to scout if that expansion is actually going down, or if he's going to pressure me with a hidden structure. So in this build, I usually hide my factory because I don't want to know, or at least I don't want my opponent to know that it's coming. That's kind of obvious. So I kind of hide it away. Get my second gas, of course, to support the upgrade because it's like 150 gas. And as you can see, I'm floating a couple of minerals. So because of that, I have a lot of minerals. So I can put down a bunker in between. That puts me safe for any aggression which he's now doing. I mean, 2 racks is always a good build. It's really safe, so safe, and it also comes with aggression. So as you can see, he's throwing down his expansion now, and I'm scouting here with my pink SCV. I'm gonna see the barracks here, and I'm gonna see the expansion. But first, he's gonna come in with his marines. He's gonna walk up the ramp, kill 2 of my marines, then I finally notice and walk in the bunker, and then he's just gonna retreat and take the economic advantage because he has thrown down his expansion, which, oh come on, walk up there. Yeah, there we go, I see the expansion. So I'm already busy with my Infernal Pre-Igniter and my starports. Now, I always wait for my starports to do like at the second Hellion, because if you do it at the first Hellion, you'll eventually only get like 3 Hellions, and 3 Hellions are still strong in that medevac. But I mean, what's better, 4 Hellions or 3 Hellions? It's kind of duh. So because I do this one base, well, I can't really call it an all-in because it's not an all-in. Because I'm like doing this one base tech route, I'm like really behind on like my army, so that's why I can't take map control to take the Zelnaga, so I can just basically float my medevac from here, from like the middle over the map to, for example, here. That is not possible. I have like, as you can see, I have well, disregard the Hellions for a second. I have an army disadvantage of 4 Marines. So that really isn't clever if I want to take map control, because he can just walk over my army with more Marines, because he has 2 barracks. So I'm just gonna float around my medevac, as you can see the green line here. And eventually I'm gonna put it next to the smoke cloud. Now everyone knows the smoke cloud is like good to put something. That's a scan of mine to see what tech route he's going and to see if he has any turrets at the edge. And as you can see, I'm throwing down my own expansion here. So now I know that I've got a clear route from here to his mineral line. Now his mineral line is not very saturated just because he has an expansion. But as you can see, he put a supply depot in the cloud, so he cannot actually see me because I put it next to the cloud. So now I run in with my Hellions and we're gonna see some carnage coming in. Workers killed count increase by seconds and seconds. 9 workers killed, 11 workers killed, 12, 13, 14, I'm waiting for the 14, there we go, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21. Now as you can see, if you just do this build like good, well, of course you need to do your build good, but if you do it like properly, then you can take an advantage so huge. Now I already have 2 siege tanks, so if he did any bio aggression, it would be instantly nullified, because those tank shots are extremely good against, well, those units, those clumped up units. Well, he does have stim, but it's still not gonna be enough. So now I'm safe to take my expansion. I even put down a bunker just for safety, because I did not know his exact army size. Now put an engineering bay down, because I knew he had 2 factories, couple of barracks, so his starport tech should have been delayed very long, so I could have waited with this engineering bay, and then eventually I can plop down some turrets to the edge of my base so he won't drop me as a return. So now I have 3 tanks. I'm like easily well, fortified, but he's catching up on worker count again. He has 26 workers at the moment, simply because he had that expansion way earlier. And here I go again with my second drop. And yeah, I'm just gonna check with my drop if he has learned from his mistake. Air units can actually see further than missile turrets, unupgraded missile turrets. So I can just check if there's a missile turret. If there is, I can just fly around and drop here, for example. But it looks like MushroomCult has had enough. I got supply blocked for a moment. That's really bad. That really lowers my advantage that I have built up. But I'm making 4 supply depots, so I'll be good for a while. And here we go again. More SCVs die, and there he is in such an advantage that he actually cannot catch up anymore. So he's just gonna go in for the attack. See that it's not enough because I have way too many tanks. You see his army melting. That's it. That is the game. Well, basically, yeah, he played it like, theoretically he played it correct because he was expanding behind his attack, but it would have been better if he just put some static defense or just be prepared for some kind of drops, because it's such an open area this. So he just he hasn't learned from his mistakes, so I'll drop him again, take the game. But he expanded after his or during his attack, which is theoretically good. But I was in such an advantage that I actually could not lose the game anymore if I played it normally. So yeah, that is that. A nice TvT. I don't know what else to say. That is it. I'll see you.